Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. And today, guys, we have to talk about several things: managers, players, fights, stories around, much more to say. Let's jump into it together. Here we are, guys, always to keep you updated. The news are never stopping, and so we have plenty of things to say again today with many movements, with all the latest. Remember to be always here on WhatsApp to get all the informations. Let me start by telling you guys, in the next 24 hours, we will have to talk a lot about Real Madrid. We need to update on the name I gave you a long time ago here, Jose Mourinho. We have to talk about Toni Kroos. We have to talk about the general situation at the club, the manager, and all the rest, because it's a really tense situation. Today, Marca is reporting another fight internally at Real Madrid. According to Marca, Aurelien Tchouameni and Fede Valverde in a fight today in training. What I can confirm is that it's true. Álvaro Carreras and Toni Rudiger had problems, but it was a few months ago in training. So the situation is quite tense at Real Madrid in terms of relationships internally. And so we will have to talk about that with a specific video, but the big breaking news of the night is coming from Marca. Again, this fight, Valverde, Tchouameni. We have to understand also the consequences that will have, but for sure at Real Madrid there is a situation to clarify with several players and with the manager, of course. So, don't forget what I always told you, that Jose Mourinho would love to return to Real Madrid. I will tell you more soon about these situations. But for sure, a hot situation at Real Madrid in this moment, and not in a positive way. So, for sure, things to clarify about that. Staying in Spain, today in Spain arrives Pini Zahavi, the agent of Robert Lewandowski. Pini Zahavi confirms the schedule I told you a few days ago. I told you Pini Zahavi is coming in Europe to discuss the future of Lewandowski. Here is Pini Zahavi. There will be discussions with Barcelona, because Barcelona plan to offer one more year of contract to Lewandowski, but on reduced terms, while Lewandowski has several possibilities. Don't forget Saudi Arabia, because from Saudi Arabia they want Lewandowski since long time ago. MLS clubs, Italian clubs. Pini Zahavi also visited Italian clubs over the recent days in Europe. So for sure, there is Pini Zahavi working on the Lewandowski situation. As I always told you, Pini Zahavi will bring to the table all the possible options for the player, and then will be Lewandowski with his wife, with his agent, with his family, to decide what's next. So this will be the conversation regarding Robert Lewandowski. And obviously it's going to be important, because it's going to impact the situation at Barcelona for the striker position, for the number 9, so we have to wait on that. And then don't forget that Pini Zahavi is also the agent, the representative of Hansi Flick, the trainer, the coach of Barcelona. So what's going to happen is that Pini Zahavi and Juan Laporta, the president of Barça, relationship excellent, more than excellent, they will discuss terms of the new contract for Hansi Flick. What I can tell you today is that Barcelona are prepared to make it formal, official proposal to Hansi Flick to extend the contract. The current one expires next year, June 2027. There are two ways. One is to sign a new contract till 2028, plus option till 2029. The other option is to do a contract valid for 3 years, from 2026 now to 2029. So there are these two ways being discussed between Pini Zahavi, Hansi Flick, Juan Laporta, Deco, and all people at Barcelona. We have to understand the length of the contract. The salary, from what I understand, is not going to be a problem. Hansi Flick is very happy at Barcelona. Barcelona are in love with Hansi Flick, with his attitude, with the huge work he's been doing. So for sure, the intention is to continue together. They are discussing about the length of the contract. These discussions will continue. Pini Zahavi arrived today in Barcelona, so the conversations will continue. But for sure, Hansi Flick is going to lead Barcelona, of course, next season. But there is a possibility of a 3-year contract, or 2 years plus 1. This is the conversation. We have to understand which kind of options they will pick and then proceed. Just to finish on Barcelona, there is a player leaving, and that player is already on loan now, and is Ansu Fati. Because according to my informations, Monaco have decided to go all-in, pay the buy option clause for Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati, 11 million euros. So Monaco are ready to close the deal with Barcelona. Pay the buy option clause, keep the player. They are very happy with Ansu Fati. He's doing very well in France. So Monaco, and especially the director, Thiago Scuro, are very happy with the impact of Ansu Fati. They believe he can do even more in the future. So there will be conversations in order to seal everything at the end of the season. But it's already very advanced, with Monaco prepared to close this deal. There is the final green light from Ansu Fati pending, and from Ansu Fati's camp pending, but Monaco are optimistic. Monaco want to close this deal between clubs. They already informed Barcelona that they want to proceed. Many Barça fans asking me, what would that mean for Barcelona and Ansu Fati? Would Barça maintain a buyback clause? My understanding is that Barcelona would only maintain a sell-on clause for Ansu Fati, not a buyback clause. So, sell-on clause for Barcelona, which is still a way to control the player's future because you can buy back the player on a different price, but it's still not a direct buyback, not a recompra clause, but is, again, a sell-on clause. Then, guys, just to finish, we move to England with two stories. The first one is a confirmation of something I've been telling you for months. I know it's a sad story, but it's the reality. Casemiro will not stay at Manchester United. I know this song, One More Year, Casemiro is making history in Manchester because Man United fans are trying to push Casemiro to stay one more season, to play Champions League football, to be part of the Manchester United project also next season. But the understanding I told you, to be very honest, is that Casemiro wants to try something different. And Casemiro today, speaking to ESPN, has confirmed that he's ready to try a new chapter. So, where is Casemiro going? My understanding remains MLS. Inter Miami leading the race and pushing. Inter Miami favorites. LA Galaxy also interested. But Casemiro, at the moment, is leaning towards his future to MLS, rather than Saudi or rather than European clubs. Let's wait for more conversations to take place, but for sure the Casemiro situation remains absolutely linked to MLS, and Casemiro is not gonna stay at Manchester United. A very honest interview today with ESPN Brazil saying, I love Man United, but I want to finish well, I want to finish in a beautiful way, I'm not gonna stay, Carrick deserves the trust from the club. So beautiful interview by Casemiro, who also said, I will be a Man United fan forever in the future. In England will be my club. And so Casemiro being very, very loyal and nice with Manchester United once again. The other story, congratulations to Arsenal, Champions League finalist, road to Budapest, incredible job by Mikel Arteta, 9 clean sheets, only 6 goals conceded, unbeaten in Champions League, fantastic work. For Mikel Arteta, the intention of Arsenal is to offer him a new contract in the summer. And I can tell you more, already in March, Arsenal were planning to offer Mikel Arteta a new contract. That was the idea, that was the plan. Then Mikel Arteta and Arsenal decided together, let's focus on the end of the season, winning titles, and then in the summer we discuss. But I can confirm that the feeling between Mikel Arteta and Arsenal is excellent. Arsenal love Arteta, Arteta is in love with everything he's building at Arsenal, so they will keep going together. The new contract will be discussed after the end of the season. They wish to discuss the new contract with a cap or maybe 2 on the table, but for sure, Mikel Arteta will get offered a new contract by Arsenal, and the feeling is that there are very good chances to see them continuing together. And so guys, let me your thoughts on all these stories from Mikel Arteta to Hansi Flick and also the Robert Lewandowski situation, stay at Barça or not, Casemiro, but also Ansu Fati and Real Madrid. More is coming here on the channel Real Madrid. Let me know your opinion, guys, here in the comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Ciao.